back everyone for more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. We're continuing day 2 of the investigation in the case against Sister Iris. Last time we were able to meet up with Pearl, who was stuck on the other side of Dusky Bridge, but she ended up running off because of something that she felt that she did wrong. And plus, we may or may not know the whereabouts of Maya, but we are going to be beginning things here by going in a garden that's right by the inner temple gate, but before we do that, hope you guys have an awesome day today, hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, let's continue on with this investigation. February 9th, Inner Temple Garden. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here! Don't you know, Scruffy? Yvonne Kramer will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... Okay, first of all, we're gonna examine what this is first. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Donham? Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me... Excuse me. Sounds to me like... this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Karine Master's talisman out of the court record, worn by Elise Donham, found in the garden of the inner temple. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of a local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it. Ah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says, Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy. Without exception. Yes, sir. Okay. Now let's talk to Gumshoe. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working that place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as the whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got in there, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking, so I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to other on this side of Dusty Bridge. All we can do now is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris to the pennant over here. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, and I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Maya, So these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse is it's a victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donham's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. Hey there, Pele. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answers, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donham wrote these letters herself, in her own blood. You must be joking! That's impossible! From the writing of the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donham's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So Miss Donham was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people were saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was? Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs of the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. We need to move to the main gate. Let's see. I can't remember how to get there. Main gate, here we go. February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main gate. Seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Miss Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Wait, Edgeworth! I'm coming with you guys! Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my affair is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? It's Mr. Wright! All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Ah! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Then we are going to move to the main hall? February 9th, Hazakura Temple, main hall. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two! How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. She talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testify about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah! Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shield to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psychic locks of hers.
Take that!
Elise Donham. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donham had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... The Mystic Elise was an author, just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Just suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donham's true identity.
Take that!
Miss Donham had this charm with her at all times. God, where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then... What do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donham really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donham's true identity.
Take that!
The painting is obscured by this gravy stain on it at the moment. But this scroll shows a master of the Crime channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Ah! This crest is reserved for the Master of Kurine. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new Master, Maya Fey, told me. What? What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Mr. Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Wow. We broke all 5. Wow, okay. I'll take that. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Kurine talisman? It's the symbol of the Master of Kurine. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death? So Elise Donham was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Fey, the master of the Kurine channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. But what happened? Well, what's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Ah! Oh my goodness! The inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall! It might very well cave in! What? Maya! Uh-oh. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Hey there, Claire. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. And with that, we're gonna move to the main gate. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right! Ah! What are you doing here? How could I... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yeah! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? Shh! She's gone. No! The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than escort to defend it alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right? The inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth? Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross... No, that's not it. I wasn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right? Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall of Sacred Cavern, now. Alright, let's go. February 9th, Inner Temple, Training Hall. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in. But, what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. How can there be... even warlocks? What is the meaning of this? Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Although it says to be continued, normally I would end the episode here, but I'm going to be going on. I'm not going to have just an 18-minute long episode, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save now. I do like to double save just in case. And we're ready to continue. February 9th, Inner Temple, Training Hall. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth? I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're the one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some mirror. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Poor Edgeworth. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in the corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried, I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was alright, but what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure to Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisco and Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. We've got to wait another day? Hey there, Kong. Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us you were in your room in Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident, but you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Okay, we really can't break them yet. So we're gonna go ahead. Let me see if I can remember how to get there. We have to go to Heavenly Hall, but I want to make sure February 9th, Inner Temple Gate. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Okay, I think it's through here. February 9th, Dusky Bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Sure gets quiet up here in the mountains and when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. Oh, Mr. Nick! Pearls, what are you doing here? Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Well, we don't know yet. Oh, I see. Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is a loser's shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that? Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Luis did a picture of me. That's, great, Pearls. We're gonna gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down. Oh, Mr. Maya. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and talk. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I gonna do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls? I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing. See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know. It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy. No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night. But Mr. Larice... not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Pearls? Yes, Mr. Nick? I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened? I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick? Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donham's room reading a book together. But Miss Donham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick. Oh boy. I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished. What are you talking about, Pearls? My spiritual power, it has disappeared. What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your powers have disappeared, Pearls? It's all over for me. The spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint. Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazkura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick, you made her cry. That's what's really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm gonna have to break her psyche locks to get the truth out of her. But we can't do that just yet, but anyway, I am gonna end things off here. Next time I see you guys, we will continue on with this investigation, so hope you guys are looking forward to that. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.